Hi there, Dory Sukup again, founder of InSPAration Management, here to share with you the featured article that's in the August InSPAration Moments. Now I'm doing something different this month. This article is not written by me at all. It was submitted by Allison Avila. She's an attorney, and she is going to be sharing with you in this article 10 ways to keep your spa or medical spa in compliance. Now, as you may remember, Allison and I did a webinar last month, and if you have not watched it, you need to go to InSPArationManagement.com and check it out. But in this article, you're going to discover very important information that Allison shares with you. There are things that you definitely need to know about. One of the things that she put in here actually is that how fascinating and how much the industry is growing so rapidly when it comes to medical aesthetics. It's growing like crazy. According to a recent study by the American Society of Plastic Surgeons, there were over 13 billion, that's with a B, surgical and non-surgical procedures performed last year, and out of those 42% were non-surgical. That's amazing. So it's definitely up and growing, and those are things that you need to be aware of. From Botox to fillers to laser hair removal, those were all different things that were very, very popular in the actual Medi-Spa arena. Non-surgical procedures are definitely on a big rise. But the thing that you need to know is who can actually perform these non-surgical procedures. Do you need a medical director? Do you not need one? Does an esthetician, is she allowed to do certain things or not? Who needs to do what? So Allison actually outlines some of the requirements that you actually need. So I'm just gonna highlight a couple of things. She also highlights in this article the supervision requirement that are needed from a medical professional, what training requirements are actually part of you offering these kind of treatments, the medical director rules that you need to have or not have, what insurance do you need, whether you need malpractice insurance or other kind of liability insurance, how you can protect yourself from certain advertising restriction. Did you know that you can't say some words in your advertising? Well, those are things you need to definitely be aware of. The other thing she talks about in this article is corporate practice of medicine. How does that actually work? And then fee splitting, that's a huge no-no, and a lot of people are actually breaking the law on just that alone. Fee splitting and commission-based compensation. So now we teach a compensation model as the volume per guest compensation model, and in that model we apply all the legal strategies that you must comply with when you're actually launching a compensation model. So you can't pay commission. Did you know that? You cannot pay commission if you have a Medi-Spa. It needs to be an hourly base, and then you can give them bonuses based on performance, or that's at least what we teach. So you have to be very careful with that. The other thing is that you need to be aware of is the documentation and scripting. Do you have all the consent forms that you need? Yes or no? Those are all very important things to make sure that you stay on the legal side. All the OSHA compliances that you need to know about. There are so many things. And the last thing you want to do is actually have a disgruntled employee leave you and then go and report you to the board and say all the things that you may not be doing legally. And if you think that does not happen, think again. I get phone calls all the time from owners or doctors who were actually reported to the board where they got in trouble and they had to pay all kinds of fees. So you have to be very careful. So read that article and then also watch the webinar, and that way you know exactly what you need to do. Also in this article you can see how you can contact Allison and reach out to her, because again, I am not an attorney. I am a business advisor. But together, Allison and I are working together to help protect you and make sure that you are staying in compliance with all the rules and regulations that are out there. So enjoy the featured article for this month. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to us. Stay tuned for the bright idea. See you soon.